fish on. If I can get him, he's in some wood. That feels like a big fish. Oh my God. Anglers worldwide, I'm Jabroni Joe, and today's video is coming to you guys one day late from my normal upload schedule of Wednesday evenings, and I do apologize for that. It has been a very, very busy holiday season so far for Jabroni Joe and family. We have a ton of family members who want to spend the holiday season with the new addition to the family and see the older grandkid as well. So we're doing our best to make time for everybody, and that put me a little bit behind. Speaking of the holiday season, it's a little bit late, but I want to wish all of my subscribers the happiest of Thanksgivings. I hope you guys had a great holiday, gorged yourselves on delicious food, and hopefully reeled in a fish or two. Speaking of all my subscribers, it is also a little late for me to talk about this, but a couple of months ago, we finally passed 300 subscribers on the channel, and I want to say to all of you, thank you very much for everything you do, supporting me and my dreams. Every single time I see that subscriber count go up by even one person, I get a little flutter in my stomach of excitement that will probably never ever go away.
All right, enough of this gooey show of emotion.
With all of that being said, let's get to the action of today's video. I wanted to make this intro because, to be truthful guys, I was not in a great mood when I went fishing on this day. I've had a very tough fall season, which our next video next week is going to be about that. But yeah, it's been a tough fall for me. I'm not catching a whole lot of fish. I'm not catching very good fish for the most part. And I was visiting with my parents so that they could see the grandkids, and I decided to go make a few casts at their neighborhood pond, which I've never had a lot of luck at this body of water. As a matter of fact, I personally feel like it's not a very well-designed pond, and on this particular day, because I was just not feeling it, I was talking a lot of smack about the design of the pond and all the previous lack of luck that I had there. And so I just wanted to be up front with you guys and explain that before you guys see the footage, because yeah, I was quite an angry dude that day. Anyway guys, I'm going to quit jacking my jaw and just let you guys see everything, because as you guys can tell from the thumbnail, the pond showed me what it had to offer and shut me up pretty darn quick. Anyway guys, let's get to it. Okay. Neighborhood pond. Sunday around noon in the fall. What should we throw? I'm going to throw a jig. I'm going to rig this jig up with a Big Bite Bait Sensation quarantine craw. Not expecting a lot of action today. I've had some terrible luck lately. I have no reason to believe that that shouldn't continue. But hey, just want to get away and do a little fishing, so. Got a janky jig here. These jigs were made by my good buddy, the Funky Fisherman. Really nice jigs, I'm a big fan. There we go. A little on the long side, but it's slender, so a little bit more of a sleek presentation, not as bulky. If the fish aren't chasing bait a whole lot, they're not going to want something real big. Alright, let's get straight to it. See if we can make something happen. I have a very, I wouldn't even say love-hate, pretty much hate-hate relationship with this particular pond. This pond is a neighborhood pond. It's in the neighborhood my parents live in. They've lived here for 3 years, and I fish this pond pretty much every time I come to see them. At least for the first 2 years I did. And it has got to be the stingiest neighborhood pond that I have ever fished. For a neighborhood that puts stocked fishing ponds in their description for people buying houses, they apparently don't stock these with a lot of fish or not very aggressive fish, because I have never caught a sizable fish out of this water. I've maybe caught a total of 3 fish out of this entire pond, and I've seen other people fish it with pretty much the same amount of luck. It's supposed to be stocked with catfish, largemouth, and panfish, and yet I barely see people catch fish unless they're using bobbers and worms to catch bluegills. So, if you out there are realtors or whatever trying to sell houses in a neighborhood, don't use a fishing pond as a selling point if it's going to be one like this, because this place is garbage. I'm only fishing here because I'm here to visit my mom and dad and let them see the baby. You guys can probably see that spillway over there. On the other side of this spillway, on the other side of that street, is a small pond that is pretty much nothing but runoff from this pond. I've had more luck fishing that small runoff pond than I ever have fishing here in this big pond. And I've even gone so far as to contact the HOA and ask if I would be allowed to launch a kayak on this pond. Got the permission, the approval, launched a kayak out here and fished it for 3 hours. From the kayak, I was able to get every possible angle of this water, and nothing, absolutely nothing. So, if it seems like I'm giving this pond a bit of a hard time, it's because my history here has been dismal. As juicy as these sticks over here look, never caught a fish in any of this. As a matter of fact, I catch a snag more often than anything. You would think this is just the best looking part of the entire thing, but yeah, this has never been the juice for me. Really, like I said, nothing in this pond has been the juice for me. This place sucks. Much rather be out fishing somewhere else right now, but it is what it is. You know, I can feel me just bumping all kinds of structure. I just don't understand how you can have all this great feeling, juicy looking structure underneath the water and not a single fish on it. It has to be a matter of just not having fish, a lot of fish in the water, like a low population. But the worst part is that when I do catch a fish out of here, it's very seldom a big fish, so if there was a low population, those fish would be freaking huge. Just due to the fact that they would have all the forage they want to themselves. So, none of it really makes sense to me. Maybe all the catfish in here are stifling the bass population. Maybe they wanted it to be more of a catfishing pond. Just continuing on. I'm trying not to stay in one spot too long. I'm trying to cover some water. It's the only way to stay entertained when I'm fishing this pond, because it just sucks so bad. Gotta cover water and hope to find a fish. And I know you guys have probably never heard me talk this much smack about a pond, but I really do. I only fish this place because it's where my parents live, and it's, you know, at least I can get some fishing in when I'm visiting. Fish on. If I can get him, he's in some wood. That feels like a big fish. Oh my God. Holy smokes, I got one. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. Look, that's the most humpback fish. It's the biggest fish I've ever caught out of here. Holy gosh almighty, he's probably a 3-4 pounder. It's a good fish. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, I appreciate that. Wow, guys, look at that. That's a stud. Yeah, this is easily 3 or 4 pounds. If this fish was fatter, we might have a new PB on our hands. I cannot believe this. What a fish. There we go, guys. What a beautiful fish. Let's get this fish back in the water. Go on, baby. Kick off for us. You know you want to. There she goes. Well, there you have it, guys. I only caught the one fish on that afternoon, but you know what? That's okay, because I didn't expect to catch anything, and like I said, that pond showed me what it had to offer, gave me a real nice fish, even though it was a little bit malformed, and I'm going to stop talking smack so much and maybe just give more bodies of water more of a chance before I, start hating on them as much as I do. It was also pretty nice to have a little tiny audience with that lady on the phone, seeing me make the catch and talking to her dad about it over there in Canada. It was a pretty cool, nifty little situation, and ended up turning my mood around and ended up being a very nice day. With all of that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button down below and body slam a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And as always, if you're not already, you've got to super kick subscribe and ring that bell icon so that you can be notified every time Jabroni Joe uploads a new video. I will catch all of you in the next one. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And remember, if it ain't Joe, it's gotta go. Angler out.